Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, we're going to cover everything about automotive rain sensors. The rain sensor continuously monitors moisture on the windshield and automatically activates the wipers when needed. In this video, we're going to cover what rain sensors are, how they work, how to activate and adjust them. After replacing or removing the sensors, in many cases, you have to calibrate or initialize the sensor. I'm going to explain that section and I will show you how to do it on a car with a scan tool. And we're going to have a look at the wiring diagram of the rain sensor as well. Before starting the video, if you guys haven't subscribed the channel yet, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you're interested to learn more, we just published an online course for wiper system and rain sensors operation, diagrams and diagnostic. In that very practical course, we explain how wipers and rain sensors work in detail. We explain several examples of wiring diagrams and much more information. You can find the link to that online course and many other online courses on the video description and the first comment down below. Now let's begin. An automotive rain sensor is typically mounted on the inside of the windshield, just behind the rear view mirror. The sensor is attached directly to the windshield using a special transparent optical gel pad. The rain sensor works together with several vehicle systems, including body control module or BCM. On some cars, front wiper itself is actually a control module, so rain sensor is going to work closely with wiper control module. In many cases, rain sensor is connected to the network, and mostly this network is going to be LIN bus communication network. And sometimes it works with automatic headlight systems as well, because the ambient light sensor is included in this sensor too on some vehicles. When rain is detected on the windshield, the sensor sends a signal to the body control module, which automatically activates the windshield wipers and adjusts their speed according to the rainfall intensity. Most modern rain sensors operate using the principle of infrared light reflection. Inside the sensors, we have infrared LEDs, optical lenses, and photodiodes or optical receivers. Under dry conditions, infrared lights emitted by the LEDs travel through the windshield and is reflected back into the receiver. Because the glass to air boundary creates a strong internal reflection, most of the infrared light returns to the sensor. When rainwater accumulates on the outer surface of the windshield, the optical characteristics of the glass change. Instead of reflecting back into the sensor, some of the infrared light escapes into the water droplets. As a result, the receiver detects a reduction in reflected light. The sensor electronics continuously monitor this change and determine the presence of rain, rain intensity, and rate of rainfall. The information is then sent to the body control system to activate the wipers accordingly. The heavier the rainfall, the greater the change in the reflected light, resulting in faster wiper operation. Now let's see how we can activate the rain sensors and how we can adjust the sensitivity. Most vehicles require the wiper switch to be placed in auto mode or rain sensor position before automatic operation can occur. So to activate the rain sensor, we need to make sure that the ignition switch is on. We need to move the wiper stalk to the auto position. Once activated, the sensor begins monitoring the windshield. Rain sensor's sensitivity can be adjusted by rotating the inner adjustment ring on the wiper stalk with the wiper switch in the auto position. Rotating the ring clockwise increases the sensitivity, while rotating the ring counterclockwise decreases the sensitivity. On some cars, we need to make sure that the rain sensor feature is enabled. Sometimes you can enable the rain sensors using the control buttons on the steering wheel or from the setting on the screen. For example, in this case, in this Jeep, press the setting, safety and driving assistance, and make sure that the rain sensor is checked on. Let's have a look at the rain sensor removal and replacement procedure. In several conditions, we need to remove the rain sensor. That includes when rain sensor is faulty, when gel pad is gone bad, or when we want to replace the windshield. For removing the sensor, first of all, we need to remove the sensor cover, which is right behind the rear view mirror. Most of the time, we have retaining clips on the rain sensor. By releasing those ones, we can actually remove the rain sensor. After removing the sensor, we need to make sure to clean the rain sensor and the windshield from any remaining parts of the gel pad. Over the time, the gel pad may develop air bubbles, contamination, cracks, or separation from the glass. These conditions can cause inaccurate rain detection. Install a new gel pad. You need to make sure not to touch the optical surfaces of the gel pad with the bare fingers, and then reinstall the sensor onto the windshield bracket. A properly installed gel pad should appear completely transparent with no visible gap or bubbles. Gel pads can come in different variations. Some of them are ready to install, and also we may have silicone compound that you basically applied on the sensor contact surface, and it will make a nice and uniform gel pad. Now we reach to the calibration. So basically any time that we replace the sensor or we replace the windshield, we might need to do the sensor initialization or calibration. Now we are sitting inside this Jeep Grand Cherokee 2015. As you see, this car is equipped with the rain sensor. So right now we're going to go for checking the rain sensor with the scan tool to see how we can perform the calibration. First of all, we're going to connect the VCI to the OBD2 connector. Intelligent diagnosis first. So scan tool is trying to read the VIN number. Successfully done. And more details from the car. VIN number, the model year, engine capacity as well. For this diagnostic, we're going to go for the BCM, because wiper system and rain sensor are part of the body control system. As I said, after replacing the rain sensor or replacing the windshield, you need to check the car with the scan tool to make sure if calibration or initialization is necessary. Right now, we're going to go for the special function on this car. And right here, as you see, we have two options for the rain sensor. One is light rain sensor calibration. The other one is light rain sensor readaptation. What is the calibration? This function is used to calibrate a new light and rain sensing module according to the vehicle line. It only needs to be run once after installing a new light and rain sensor. After replacing the windshield or removing and reinstalling the existing rain sensor, only readaptation function must be run. I don't have any issue right now with the light and rain sensor on this car because I have not replaced it. So I don't need to perform the calibration. Even if you only have replaced the windshield or removed the sensor to replace the gel pad, you just need to perform the readaptation. So we're going to press cancel. We go for the readaptation. Use this function when the light rain sensor module or the windshield has been replaced. The sensor must be mounted to the windshield prior to running this function. Please ensure that the sensor is properly mounted to the windshield before continuing. So it means if you have replaced the windshield or if you have removed and reinstalled the sensor for the gel pad replacement, you need to perform the readaptation. But before performing the readaptation, you need to make sure that you have done everything. So this is the final step. So let's go for OK. Current light rain sensor readaptation values, please continue to readapt. So these are the values that we have from the optical track 1 and optical track 2. So if you want to do the readaptation, you just press continue. Wiper operated once. The light and rain sensor readaptation was completed successfully. I'm going to press OK, and that's it. This was the procedure for readapting the light and rain sensor. When I performed the readaptation, front wiper operated once, which was an indication that the rain sensor adaptation was successful. And finally, let's have a look at the wiring diagram of the rain sensor. This is the wiring diagram of entire wiper system with the rain sensor included. Here is the rain sensor, and this one is BCM or body control module, which is responsible to control the operation of the wiper system. In wipers and rain sensor online course that we have on our website, we have explained several different type of wiring diagrams for the wiper system and rain sensor. So you will understand different layout of the wiper system circuit, how to read and analyze it, and how to diagnose it. But in this case, we have the rain sensor right here. We have 3 wires on the rain sensor. One is the power supply and the other one is the ground. And as you see, between the sensor and BCM, we have LIN bus, which is local interconnect network. LIN bus is a single wire low speed network, which is used in this case to share the information between the rain sensor and BCM. So if there's anything wrong with this LIN bus, there would be no communication between the rain sensor and BCM. So basically the rain sensing function is not going to work anymore. We also have a full online course for K-line and LIN bus operation and diagnosis that you can find it on our website. So basically when you put the wiper switch on auto mode, BCM is going to receive the signal and it will send the request to the rain sensor to activate it. So rain sensor is going to start monitoring the presence of the rain on the windshield, and it will share the information with BCM, and accordingly BCM is going to control the wiper system operation based on the rain intensity. Alright guys, this was a review of the rain sensor on the wiper system. As I mentioned at the beginning, if you're interested to learn more about the wiper systems and rain sensors operation and diagnostic, you can find the online course on our website. We have many other online courses. You can find the link to those courses in the video description or the first comment down below. Thank you very much for watching.